Yeah, I don't think I would want to be a pioneer kayaker back in the 70s. It just sounds really dangerous.
These are the Canoandes.
Safe, I don't think, is a way that anybody would describe what they were doing.
In 1979, 5 Polish university students managed to make it out of the Soviet Union and found themselves at the bottom of the deepest canyon in the world.
I'm not sure they knew what they were setting out to do, honestly.
Part of what I really like about it is just the sheer lunacy of it. You know, the sense you would take off from Poland with your kielbasa and your homemade kayaks, and you're gonna run all the big white water, and then you're gonna go home.
I feel like if I saw one of these guys paddling that equipment, I would be like, dude, don't stop.
With little to no whitewater skills, homemade kayaks, and an angry communist regime back home, the Canoandes were poised to make history. Hey, my name's Adam.
And I'm Sonia.
And for the last 2.5 years, we have been working on a feature-length documentary about the Canoandes' 2-year saga across the Americas.
It's the story of the ultimate road trip. These guys managed to make it out of the Soviet Union, and with hardly any whitewater skills or equipment, rack up 13 important first ascents, including the world's deepest canyon.
Whitewater aside, what makes the story so compelling are its geopolitical elements. While the Canoandes were paddling across the Americas, Poland declared martial law, as a series of protests under the banner of the Solidarity movement sprung up across the country to protest the compounding injustices of life under communist rule.
So what starts off as a scrappy and action-packed underdog story ends up becoming a tragedy as these guys find themselves stuck in the Americas with their citizenships revoked and targets of Soviet-funded guerrilla groups.
This year marks the 40th anniversary of the expedition, so we're reaching out to you to fund the remaining portion of the film.
Making movies is expensive work, and over the last 2.5 years, we've traveled out of pocket from Poland to Peru and to every corner of the United States to collect interviews and materials to best tell this story.
The expedition was well documented with photography and 16mm film, but a large portion of these visuals were destroyed by the communist government when the Canoandes pledged allegiance to the Solidarity movement.
This is why we need your help to raise money, to animate certain parts of the film that we lack archival materials for.
In addition to finishing costs, we also need to fund the film's soundtrack and cover licensing fees for historical stock footage.
We've got some cool perks at various support levels, and we're counting on you to bring this film to the finish line.